Alright, what's up YouTube? Your boy Crypto Tone coming at ya with another video. So, CBOE yesterday says, you know what? We're just not gonna reinstate the futures listing here, which is catching a lot of people by surprise, but the price didn't dump. So, leads you to believe that, look guys, conspiracies are out there everywhere. I believe that the futures market was used so that they could kind of control what was going on back in late 2017. They knew it was going to blow up, and they said, you know what? The only way for us to actually control this like dog without a leash is if we bring out futures and just short the fuck out of it. And that's what they did, and that's probably what they'll do again when the Bitcoin market goes back, and then everybody will forget about it, and no one will care. After the next bull run, that's going to be the only way to really control it. They want to create as much wealth within these bull runs that they can without it going for too much time, so that they can just bring it back down. It's the name of the game, guys. It's trading. That's how they do it. They're taking money from somewhere else, they're putting it back in, and they're going to make money when the bull runs come. Or they make money on both ends, with things like futures. So when they reinstate it, I don't see why they wouldn't short again. But it's funny because they have nowhere else to go, right? They have no more short. Which way? They could go up, obviously. Are they really going to short the bottom? I think the futures people are all just people that short. For that matter, they might as well just buy physical Bitcoin, right? Because you can't short physical Bitcoin if you own it. Makes sense, unless you go to a thing like BitMEX, which is kind of illegal at the end of the day. Not really, 100% legal, but the only way to short would be on contract. So there's no one wants to short no more probably, so that's a good sign, right? Anyway, CBOE Futures Exchange CFE is putting its Bitcoin futures market on hold. The unit of CBOE Global Markets said Thursday that it would not add a new Bitcoin futures market for March, citing a need to review how it approaches this. So that's definitely a great excuse for what I just mentioned, that they, we can't short anymore because there's no one to steal money from. So we need to review how we approach the space here. So yeah, we don't approach the space going long because we could just buy physical Bitcoin. We only approach the space going short, and we can't really short right now because there's no one to fuck. That's what they probably should have put in the article, but they didn't. So it is what it is. They got to say it in a nice manner. CFE is assessing its approach with respect to how it plans to continue to offer digital asset derivatives for trading. While it considers its next steps, CFE does not currently intend to list additional XBT future contracts trading. However, CBOE said currently listed Bitcoin futures contracts will remain available for trading. That means that the last contracts listed XBT M19 will expire in June. Hey, so maybe after June is when we'll see the bull run, right? CBOE, along with rival Chicago Futures Exchange CME Group, made a big splash in late 2017 when each introduced Bitcoin futures contracts. But by many accounts, CBOE's volume has been disappointing. So no one even cares, to be honest with you. Seems the CBOE will stop offering Bitcoin futures. Quite unfortunate. That's because CBOE futures trading volumes has been getting crushed by CME. So as you can see there, I guess this is CME and this is CBOE. So really no volume on there. So I guess that's probably why they don't care. But again, you definitely seen more volume back in January, right? When they were shorting, because look, you short, and then we can't short anymore. And, they figured, okay, we'll short a little more. So I think it's just, honestly, it's all a fucking scam at the end of the day. They'll probably delist the other one as well. The Chicago Exchange futures are cash settled, meaning at the end of the contract, one party pays the other's difference between the spot and future prices of the Bitcoin US dollar. By contrast, up-and-coming competitors backed ErisX plan to offer physical settled futures contracts in which real Bitcoin is delivered to the buyer. So like I said, that's going to create real liquidity in the Bitcoin market. Why? Because they have to buy real Bitcoin, which will take more Bitcoin out of circulation. So if they're going to do things like this and you're going to bring institutional investors in, what the hell do you think is going to happen to the price? I mean, that's why everybody's so serious about Bitcoin going to the moon, because if they have something that's physically settled in Bitcoin, it's kind of like if I put $10 on the table in singles and I offer contracts on those and I say, here, I'm going to give you 5 of them, there's only going to be 5 left, which is making it more scarce, right? Same concept here, okay? Makes a lot of sense for them to do this. This is why these cash settled futures, who gives a shit about it? They only use it to short. Again, why? Because you could just buy Bitcoin. Anyway, that's my take on that. The price of Bitcoin didn't really do much when the news broke, but it did have a little bit of a bump. I think the news broke yesterday here. It did a little dump down, and then it came right back up. So it was really just like a scare. Probably Arthur Hayes on BitMEX just fucking with everybody. And now we're back on this trend line, which is kind of where it wants to stay. So we got to wait again, see what happens. Are we going to pass this 200-day EMA? Or are we going to get smacked down by it and continue to go sideways? I don't know. But let me know in the comments below what you think is going to happen. And let me know what you think about CBOE. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm not. Maybe you like what I had to say. I don't know. Let me know. With that being said, like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Holla at your boy. Peace.